he said students are going to be in this area. We want to head over there. And maybe not as many portables game.
Okay, here are the seniors for Maple Mountain. Casey Crandall. Get it up. Casey, we got something going over here. Cassie. Cassie Crandall. Olivia Gauze. Brooklyn Jackson. And the final senior, Katie Tracy. We'd also like to thank and recognize our incredible, awesome Wasatch High School senior cheerleaders. Kenzie Adair, Caroline Bunker, Lenny Bonner, Asha Chapel, Maddie Dahl, Lucy Edwards, Parker Hanson, Addie Hughes, Savannah Simpson, and finally, Tiffin Webster. And now it's time for our Lady Wasatch High School seniors. First off, Amelia Brown, accompanied by her parents, James and Lindsay Brown, and Emma Brown. Amelia's 5.1 postcode for the Wasatch Varsity team and has a 3.8 GPA. In addition to basketball, she enjoys camping, hiking, ice fishing, wake surfing, watching the office, and interacting with kids. Amelia also enjoys volunteering with the Wasatch Unified Basketball Team and the international nonprofit Water for Life charity. She plans on pursuing a nursing degree at Southern Utah University or Utah State University. Now, next senior, McKenna Garner. Occupied by her parents, Isaac and Kristen Garner. McKenna is a 6-foot senior and has been a part of the Wasatch program and varsity team all 4 years. She is a starting post and team captain. McKenna holds a 3.7 GPA. And when she's not playing basketball, she can be found at the rec center, hanging out with friends, She had plans on attending Snow College this fall.
So I'm talking about Hannah. First, I want to say that Hannah is my best friend since day one. We'll be into kids. She's an amazing person. If you don't know her, you should. She's not afraid of new people. She wants to know you. She's always so happy and encouraging, and she's not afraid of speaking her mind. She's such a fun person to play with on the court, and she's the best partner I could ever ask for. She always has a joke on her mind, and she can make anyone laugh about anything no matter what. Hannah, you've always been the one I compete with, and the one I look up to. You've been my guide and my strength. But you're also my teammate and my friend. She gets to that 3-point line or further, you know what's going in, and then you see her little run dance. You can't shut her down on the court, and you can't hurt her spirit because she's such a big spirit. You should know that. Hannah, you have had such a big impact on everyone because you're worth remembering and you're the best person out there. Hannah, I hope you know how much I and the team and all your friends and family support you and wish you the best because you're the best and I love you.
That was her sister, actually, who is one part of 20 injuries. We're gonna miss her. And next in our lineup, Liz Houston. Occupied by Harris, Joe and Sheila Houston. Liz loves the game of basketball and her team. She plays varsity as a shooting guard and is a great defender. She has maintained a 4.0 GPA. All through high school and is a member of the National Honor Society. Liz also enjoys playing guitar, skiing, and running track. She plans on serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints after graduation. She then plans to further her education at BYU. And now our final senior, accompanied by her parents Todd and Nancy, as we like to call her, the famous Katy Perry. While not singing, she grew up in Washington State, moved to Heber her sophomore year, and played varsity all 3 years here at Wasatch. She's a starting guard and been the team captain the last 2 years while playing multiple positions on the court. She's known for her quiet leadership, high basketball IQ, and she maintains a 3.9 GPA. She also likes to run track and field and plans on attending BYU, Aggies of Utah State this fall.
Okay, Katie. First off, I want to give a shout out to Nancy and Todd for raising such an amazing daughter, who is such a hard worker and always has a positive attitude. Unless it's meet the team night and she's losing. Don't worry, Katie, I forgive you. I'm just glad I play with you and not against you. As far as what Katie brings to the court, I can't name a single thing she hasn't done. Point guard, you got it. Sharpshooter, she'll drain left and right, and she's even tough enough to battle it out with the posts. One of my favorite things about Katie is her ability to turn around any bad day. Whenever you get in the car with Katie, she'll turn on that one song from Rio, and you'll just sit there and jam for a solid 3 minutes. She's always dancing and showing off her drill moves, and she even made me laugh when she was asleep by telling me that she's Katie never complains and is never hurt, probably because of all those hours she eats. She actively tries to keep those doctors away. No matter the circumstances, Katie always seems to find the bright side. Every time we get in that locker room at halftime, she has something to say to spark the energy in all of us again. In my eyes, Katie's the glue that holds our team together. I love you, Kathy, you're very ding dong, and I can't wait to see you succeed.
Let's give it up for our seniors. Thank you, seniors. One more picture. We're going to have a 12-minute warm-up for both teams, and then we'll start the game.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket driver, the most bursting air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Savannah. Well, welcome sports fans to Wasatch High, the beautiful campus. And the famous
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Wasatch High School. It is Region 9 action here in the nest on the campus of Wasatch High School. The Lady Wasps of Wasatch hosting the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. And we're happy to have you here on Sting TV. That was, if you just were listening in, that was the national anthem being sung by Wasatch student Savannah Davis. Great job. Brent Martindale here with Corey Lang, the director of Sting TV.
Good evening,
Corey,
Brent.
great job with everybody. Got a great crew tonight.
Yeah, didn't even have to really try too hard to get them. At this point, they're anxious to come.
They love to be here.
That's a fun thing to do. So if you're up and coming, middle school, younger, or you're in high school and you want to come and help out, this is a great class to take. Take TV production, TV news.
Great pitch for Sting TV right there. That's awesome.
I don't know why I've never done it before tonight.
So this, as we mentioned, Region 9 action. Last game of the regular season, Corey. And these are two teams kind of going in different directions just a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about that. First, let's talk about the string of unfortunate 3 losses in a row here at the end of region for Wasatch. Corey, it's dropped them from number 12 ranked to 14, which still would put them into hosting the first round, which would be next Tuesday night.
Yeah, you look at the positive. That is definitely the positive side of things.
Right.
They've had a tremendous season. They've got a ton of talent coming up. Very young team. Coach Hull has things really changing. She's starting to put her stamp on the program. They will host, but it's really hard to swallow those 3 losses in region this late in the season. That's tough.
I don't think, and again, we're going off of Max Prep's rankings. There's a possibility that when the RPI comes out Monday morning of next week, I think Monday, it's a holiday, but Corey, is there a possibility that if they lose this game tonight, not trying to be negative, but will they lose their home court advantage? Is that a possibility?
I mean, I guess, yeah. Everything's a possibility when you're that close in the bubble in the rankings, right?
And
because they don't have to drop too far to lose that.
And it's unfortunately a double-edged sword playing Maple Mountain. And we welcome all Maple Mountain fans here who might be joining us tonight. Maple on a different route. They have won. They've played some really good games, obviously, especially they beat Provo, a really tough Provo team that beat Wasatch here just a week ago. So, teams going in different directions just a little bit, but with still a 1-18 record, Wasatch losing to Maple, I think it would devastate their the potential at least to deficit. So we are underway here. Maple wins the toss, and they score the first bucket quickly. That is number 24, Rachel Messick.
And that was very sharp, well executed. Getting the marks, get the shot you want. Great first look if you're Maple Mountain coming in here.
There's a pass down low. That's to senior Kenna Garner. Kenna misses the shot, and then on the rebound, she's going to get called for a little, used to be called over the back. They don't call it that anymore, right?
Right. Technically, there is no over the back.
The full court pressure for Wasatch causes a turnover. They come down, are not able to take advantage of the numbers, but they will reset. Once again, those of you joining us, freshman Philly takes a shot right about the free throw line, no good. But the offensive rebound will go to Wasatch. They'll get a fresh shot clock. The shot clock has not really been an issue for many teams this year. Pass down low to Philly. Philly's going to drive, takes another shot, no good. And seniors, that's senior Amelia Brown getting the start tonight. She in there fighting for that rebound, got the jump ball.
One of those seniors that has really contributed very well throughout the season.
Katie Perry, the other senior, with her first three-pointer of the night. And just like that, Wasatch will take the early 3-2 lead. Maple Mountain coming in, as we mentioned, they'd had kind of a streak of tough luck this year. They're 1-18 and 1-18 overall, 1-8 in this really tough Region 9. But as we mentioned, coming on, there's a three-pointer, first three-point attempt by Maple. That's an offensive rebound by Maple, no good. And Philly, Oliava comes down with that board. They came off that really big win over a tough Provo the other night at Provo. And this shows, and that shows Maple definitely has strengths. They have all season. They only have 3 seniors on their roster. Kenna Garner's going to take a three-pointer, no good. Philly with the offensive board, and she's going to shoot, and the ball was blocked. But they are going to call foul, and Katie Perry is going to get charged with the foul after the rebound. And that's a quick 2 fouls on Wasatch here in the first couple of minutes. There's another steal. That full court press Wasatch showing has already produced a couple of turnovers. Philly took the quick shot, looked like a pretty good shot, but didn't quite go. Maple most definitely. That's a drive once again by Messick. No good. Maple Mountain with at least 3 players with averaging 8 points a season. But like we mentioned, Janie Tanner has had 2 20-point games in the last couple of weeks. And maybe that's a junior maybe finding her spot. And they're going to call, I'm guessing that was a 3-second the key.
Yeah, turnover there for Wasatch.
The freshman Philly, Leava'a, is going to take a break. And sophomore Cicely Clark comes in.
Such a strange call in high school and really all the way through the pros, because you'll go a whole game without ever seeing that call. And you could call it all the time.
Right.
And so my thing is, if he's going to call it now and this early in the game, I hope he's consistent throughout. It's weird when they pick and choose when they want to use that one.
Just when they see it, I guess. Cicely Clark, as we mentioned, comes in. Clark, there's a pass down low from Clark to Ashley Garner, and that is on the shot. She'll get fouled, and Ashley Garner will shoot free throws.
Ashley Garner.
Garner leading this team and one of the top scorers in the state right now. Averaging 17, right around 17 points a game. And she hits her first.
Yeah, she brings so much every single night. In her energy and her rebounding, her defense, and
just amazing.
She'll be a tough hole to fill there next season. But
yeah, Sister McKenna, one of the 4 seniors for Wasatch tonight. You're right. Without any of those, but there is another Garner sister coming up, right?
Yes, there's a few even younger that they're going to be great. And
yes,
of course,
they could. 3-point attempt by Maple, no good. Cicely Clark comes down with the rebound and off to the races. Clark is going to dish it off to Ashley Garner.
Great pass.
And almost got that to fall, but Maple quickly on the defense got that rebound. And Maple with the first basket of the game has not scored since. We're just under 4 minutes. Corey, what do you see from these two teams right now?
Senior night's a tough one. It's hard on both teams, to be honest, because they do all the recognition and it really delays it. It messes up your rhythm of your warm-ups and getting in. And so starting the game, these kind of games, it's always kind of hard to tell how each team is going to respond and start.
Liz Houston almost with that baseline shot, no good. Ashley Garner comes up with the steal. She's going to spin and shoot and almost went in, but she will get fouled. And, that steal by Ashley, kind of a surprise steal, I'm pretty sure.
And that's the things that she brings, the hustle, the extra play all the time. She'll create possessions and create things out of nothing all the time.
Garner sinks the first.
Makes that one look really easy. But if you're Maple Mountain, they've had a great start. They started the game with the ball, had a really good possession.
Yep.
A good one to build on, and you're only down 3 right now. So you've got on a dry spell, but
Garner sinks the second, and that's a good sign if she's hitting her free throws. It's tough on teams to foul her. And again, another turnover caused by the full court press by Wasatch.
You just got to settle down, be very deliberate. You don't have to hit the home run. You don't have to throw the 50-yard bomb, or just play it easy and take what they're giving you.
And teams see it and they prepare for it, and it's still hard.
Yep. And part of that is the length that Coach Hull likes to put up in the front court on that press. She does a great job of mixing things up. But yeah, it's a tough thing. It's one thing to see it on film and to prepare and practice, and then you get in the game situation and the game speed, the atmosphere. You want to make a play, and one thing that I've seen in Wasatch, the growth this season so far in their pressure, because Coach Hull is definitely a defensive-minded coach. That's her emphasis. They've started to recognize when to take the gambles, when not. Put the pressure. You don't have to get a steal. You just have to get them to throw it away.
Just right. So that's a good point.
You don't have to gamble and get into foul trouble all the time. All you have to do is put the pressure and let them make the mistake. So, and I've seen that growth happen. Like in that possession right there, nobody was swiping, nobody was up in the face. They were just putting the pressure and let them.
Just makes them, to coin the phrase, freaks you out just a little bit.
Yeah, keep them off edge a little bit. Don't let them get comfortable.
Maple Mountain coached by Corey Green, who has definitely a lot of wins in his career, working obviously with a lot of young kids. So Ashley Garner with the spin around move, no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Golden Eagles. And just like that, Corey, a student section has showed up here.
Somebody showed up with pizza, it looks like, for them.
Well, the concession stand tonight is being run by the counselors at Wasatch High School, and they have Domino's Pizza to sell. So
there you go. Yeah, all of a sudden the stands were filled when the pizza came out.
Shot no good by Maple Mountain there. Bailey Sweat into the game. She takes a quick 4-foot jumper, no good.
Man, they're getting good looks.
Yeah, that's a good look.
Close to the basket. They just settle and be deliberate in your shots, right? Just settle down, take your time. Maple Mountain's not blocking anything. They're not getting in it. Like, you're able to get the shots you want. Just be patient with it. And
great move that time.
Another good look for them.
By Shaylee Brown. The shot was by Janie Tanner. And again, that's Tanner had 21 points the other night against, I believe it was Provo, looking back. Cicely Clark's going to take a three-pointer, no good, right off the front of the rim. But Maple right now doing a really good job of rebounding against this tall Wasatch team.
And there's one that Bailey Brown is just, you got to learn where you're at on the court and know the situation. She got away a little bit with it last time down here. Putting some pressure. You're 80 feet from your basket. The basket. They're not going to score from there. And I know she's anxious. You get some playing time. You get some minutes. You want to make the most of it. But you're better on the floor than off the floor. So stay out of foul trouble.
And Maple that time breaks the press.
Yeah, they made that
drive block. That is blocked from behind. The shot by Kaylee Tracy was blocked by McKenna Garner. Garner averaging a block and a half per game. Philly with the shot. Ashley Garner's going to get that rebound and put back no good.
Boy, there is a lid on the rim right now. Like I said, they're getting good looks. The ball's just not going through.
Maple Mountain on a bit of a dry spell themselves. There's a three-pointer. No good.
And that's a decent look.
Yeah, they're getting good looks. That shot was by Kaylee Tracy. As we mentioned, only 3 seniors on the roster for Maple Mountain. There's another dish to Ashley Garner. No good. Kenna Garner cleans up, gives it back to Ashley. This time in for 2. Ashley Garner from Kenna Garner.
I feel like they could work that duo high-low all night long if they wanted to. They definitely have a size advantage with the 2 Gardner sisters in at the same time.
Most definitely. Shot this time good. That's a three-pointer. Ashlyn Lanehart. And we don't have the season. We don't have what year Ashley Lanehart is. So we'll have to look for that information for you. Shot is no good. Back to Ashley Garner. She's going to spin move. Boy, Ashley just seems to be hitting that right in the wrong spot on the backboard sometimes. And that just happens with tough spin moves. But Maple, again, coming down with the rebound. But here comes Liz Houston streaking down. She's going to go full court. Misses the layup.
Yeah, she wants that back.
Maple, yep.
You can see the frustration just kind of got out of her hands too quick.
Here's a three-point attempt by Maple Mountain. Good. Right down the pipe.
Just like that. It's a tie ball game.
That's
8-8.
Janie Tanner. We talked about, boy, Maple Mountain scoring the last 5 points of that quarter.
In the last minute. Just a couple of shots brings you right back in it.
So after one quarter, 8-8, these two teams playing pretty evenly, both missing kind of the same number of good looks. And but Maple most definitely carrying the momentum, as we mentioned, on a 5-0 run there at the end of the first quarter. So once again, we thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. And again, we welcome any Maple Mountain Golden Eagle fans that might be watching. We appreciate your viewership. But we most definitely also thank all of the family and friends of the Wasps. We've heard a few more this week. We're hoping to give a shout out to a few. Talking a little bit to Coach Corey Green of Maple Mountain before the game. He was very appreciative of us, Corey, of you guys running the stream. He has family in Iowa that I believe he said will be watching. So
that's what I think is just so cool. Like the world is small.
It makes it small. Yeah, it really does.
You can be anywhere in the world and get to watch basketball in the nest.
Nothing better.
And Maple Mountain has a great broadcasting program. They do all their games and appreciate them as always as well.
Maple Mountain with the ball first possession here in the second quarter. You know, despite, and that shot will not count as a shot. They're going to say that Liz Houston fouled Rachel Messick before she took the shot, so there won't be free throws. Maple, however, will take the ball under their own basket. 8-8 is the score. There's another shot. That time, I believe that was blocked. Shot by Kaylee Tracy. I believe it was blocked by Kenna Garner.
I do believe so.
If that's so, that's at least 2 blocks already here for Kenna in the first half. Checking into the game for Wasatch just a minute ago was Reagan Price. Ball down to Ashley Garner.
Much more deliberate and patient in catching that ball, turning, looking at the rim.
Garner already with 7 points for Wasatch, 7 of the 10. The other being the 3-pointer by Katie Perry in that first quarter. Ball knocked off the leg of Rachel Messick. Messick, one of those players averaging about 8 or 9 points a game for Maple.
Oh, what a great.
And she's a junior. Cicely Clark with a great move right down the middle. Cicely talking to Coach Hull, still kind of getting her legs under her after spinning. There's a beautiful shot once again by Ashley Lanehart.
Does she have all 10 of their points?
Looking at that, I was looking at, they do actually have 3 different players that have scored.
So
I was looking at that earlier.
2 threes and then that. But
So according to that, that's her 5th point, 4th and 5th point.
half of them.
Shot by Houston, no good. Ashley Garner got the offensive board, but she thought it was knocked out of her hands, but the referee going with the Golden Eagles. So 10-10 is your score here.
Stay on the floor.
Maple most definitely handling that full court pressure much better.
Yeah, they're looking a lot more comfortable with that.
But
that
2
pressure coming
times
up and-
they've had a turnover, not the last possession, but the previous one, just turnover on their own doing, kind of an unforced.
And even right here, they break at the full court. That still is credited, in my opinion, to the full court pressure.
Okay, gotcha.
Even though it happened under the rim. It just speeds them up, gets them out of their rhythm, and a little uncomfortable. And
3-pointer by Kenna Garner, no good. Ashley's going to fight, and looks like there's going to be a jump ball there. The possession will stay with Wasatch. Checking into the game for Maple Mountain is Shady Brown. On the floor for Wasatch is Kenna and Ashley Garner, Katie Perry, Liz Houston, and the freshman Philly, Katie Perry, with a 3-point, no good. And here quickly down the court comes Maple Mountain. A team with a coach that has 163 wins in his career is always going to be prepared, in my opinion. There's another shot, and the rebound by Rachel Messick. So far, Rachel Messick, let me try that again. Rachel Messick in a lot of control. She takes great shots. Only has 2 points at this point, but
she's getting her
it
name
starts
called
falling for her. Yeah. Messick at the line. She will shoot 2. Hits the first. Checking back into the game is Reagan Price and Cicely Clark for Wasatch. Houston and Kenna Garner will take a break. That is the first lead of the game, that free throw. First lead of the game for Maple Mountain. Maple up 12-10. 5:40 left here in the first half.
yeah, they're not a sleeper team.
They are not, absolutely.
As they proved against Provo, you got to come to play.
Philly's going to drive. She will be fouled. Shot doesn't fall. So Philly, the freshman, will be at the line for Wasatch, shooting 2. It's great to have a great student section for the girls' game. There's the drive by Philly. That play looked like that was set up. Looked like Katie Perry, I believe, was setting a screen for Philly. Philly misses the second, and that's a quick reach foul. It's going to be called on Ashley Garner.
Yeah, the ball's just so tempting when it's sitting out there right in front of you. You want to grab it.
Boy, you're the hero if you get that steal, right?
Yeah, and that's her style of play. Like we talked about earlier, she creates a lot of those little steals and little things that get an extra possession and an extra shot out of it. And that's a good example, too, of the pressure. You got to put just enough pressure that let them make the mistake. You don't have to get it.
Another turnover, that time by Maple Mountain. Talking to and 3, Katy Perry. 3-pointer good. Katy Perry had her best game of the season a week and a half ago. 17 points. There's a steal by Ashley Garner.
Great anticipation. She was just watching. Ball hawk watching, and then it was in the air. She took off on a sprint, able to get there.
Perry had the big night against Spanish Fort. I think teams keyed on her because she was held a little bit the last couple of games. Wasatch, their 3 tough losses. There's a block shot by Ashley Garner. Here comes Cicely Clark. She's going to pull back, and Philly saves that pass. Talking to Philly Leavaz family just before the game. Philly takes the shot, no good. Ashley Garner is going to get the rebound, shoots, and no good. Maple comes down quickly, but Philly apparently got her driver's permit yesterday. I thought permit, maybe her license. Anyway, I'm guessing permit. She's only a freshman. But Katy Perry, no good. 3-pointer. But, boy, you hear stuff like that, you just forget how young some of these players are. So it's a timeout called by Maple Mountain. And there's a couple of replays you can take a look. There's Katy Perry with her second 3-pointer.
Yeah, Katie's done a great job of spreading the floor that way all season long. She's one that you can't leave open because she'll make you pay once or twice a game is enough. That you've got to respect her range, as she showed right there.
The other thing, and we talking with Coach Hull the last week or two, might notice Katy Perry when Philly is out of the game. Katy Perry is the one that will be the point. She will bring the ball down. And that paid off big a couple weeks ago when all they could do was foul, and Katy hit her 6 out of 7 in the last stretch there, the last couple minutes of the game to seal that win for Wasatch. So here we go out of the timeout.
This is a smaller lineup, much quicker lineup. The Wasatch is bringing out to the floor.
There's a steal.
And it's
Katy Perry.
As I say, it's a much more defensive-minded lineup looking at it.
This time Cicely Clark's going to come down as the point, which is a lot what she did before her injury a few weeks back. Reagan Price also in the game. There's a pass down low to Kenna Garner.
Great pass by Katy Perry.
And just like that, the lead is 4. That's a 6-0 run for Wasatch. Messick once again. Rachel Messick, the Golden Eagles, gets the steal. I think that was considered a steal and a layup. They looked mostly in possession before that, and that ball's knocked out of bounds. Oh, I thought it was knocked out by Mid Mountain, but they're going to say...
I think it went off Cicely's leg.
Cicely didn't argue it, so great defense there. Again, Ashlyn Lanehart. We're also, again, working on that Lanehart. We're going to find out what her year is. I'm curious to know. She's the only one on my list that doesn't have a year. See if we can find it. There's a 3-point attempt by Maple. Offensive board. Maple gets the ball back, but no good. Second shot was by Shaylee Brown. So Lanehart, according to Max Preps, is a freshman. Ashlyn Lanehart, number 1. That would be a very
great
Liz Houston.
Wasatch looks to be settling in. Sometimes senior night, I've started to mention a little bit of you play with emotion, you play with nerves a little bit because you want to perform. It's your final night on your home court.
Yeah.
They're starting to look more comfortable.
Oh, boy, Wasatch had a trap. But they're going to call a foul. They're going to call the foul on Liz Houston.
That's going to put them to the free throw line here as they're in the 1-on-1 bonus the remainder of the half.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first half. Wasatch 18-14, 4-point lead. This at the line is Shaylee Brown once again. She hits the first. Brown is listed also as a freshman. So you're talking about a lot of young players on this floor for Maple Mountain right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at her at the free throw line and looks young.
She does.
Granted, I'm just getting older, so.
Well, just like that, you can see that their young players are very well trained. So,
but what a great opportunity to get experience to that. Like,
in fact, right now, the only senior on the floor for Maple is Janie Tanner. No, sorry. I said that wrong. It's not Tanner. It is, sorry, we'll just check
Kaylee
on that.
Tracy, yeah.
Kaylee Tracy, yeah, that's the one. Tracy right now with the ball. She passes down low to Messick. Kick back out to Tracy. No good. And Liz Houston ends up with it. And then it was taken away, and then she got it back, and now it's a jump ball. So it'll stay with Maple Mountain. Houston will come out, take a break. Reagan Smith, one of those young players for Wasatch. Reagan Price. Sorry.
She's really getting better every game that I watch her, too.
And she has gotten quality minutes, especially these last few weeks.
She's just face guarding right now.
Yeah, Price is
not even looking at the ball.
And boy, Lanehart is just moving all over. Little energizer bunny. There's a pass down low this time. Janie Tanner couldn't make it fall, and Wasatch comes down with the rebound. Freshman Philly Liava'a back into the game. At the point, there's a pass down low to Ashley Garner. No good. Hannah Garner gets the board. Ashley just comes one side, it's one, then side the other, and Garner ends up, it's going to be a Garner eventually.
Just cleaning up for one another. I'm sure they do that at home as well.
They probably do that. It's probably a drill they run, right? So there were 2 offensive rebounds. One by Kenna, and the shot, no good. And then the other by Ashley, got the offensive, and then Ashley got the bucket. 55 seconds left here in the first half. Maple moving it around. Here's a 3-point attempt by Lanehart, no good. And Kenna Garner comes down with another rebound.
That was a deep 3. A long look for her.
And she did not look afraid to take it.
No, and I like the motion, the reaction after she missed it.
Philly Liava'a with the shot, no good. Ashley Garner with the offensive board, but could not find the basket. And again, Maple with a chance to take the last shot here in the first half.
Yeah, they get a bucket here, and they're down 2, down 1. Got to be very happy going into halftime if you're Maple Mountain in that position.
There's a move. That's a shot by Tracy. No good. 7 seconds for Wasatch. 5. Here comes Philly.
She's on the floor.
Quickly. She's going to take the 3-pointer. Ashley Garner almost gets that rebound. And just off. So, Wasatch takes a 20-16 lead at the half. And who right now, which team, Corey, is the happiest for that half?
I think Maple Mountain's got to be feeling really good.
Yes.
Like we talked about, coming off of their win against Provo, coming into Wasatch on a senior night. Wasatch is having a good year. They got a lot of strengths.
Yeah.
It's a tough place to play, and anytime you're on the road and you keep it within, especially 2 possessions, you got to be feeling really good about yourself right now. And you've seen the pressure, you've seen the things. So now, second half, you're going to handle it better. You're going to talk about that in the locker room.
Yeah.
Just keeping your composure, because I think right now, Maple Mountain is beating themselves. They with all those unforced errors, just throwing it away and throwing it away.
Right.
If they can eliminate those turnovers and keep getting the good shots, just gambling odds, they're starting to go. They're going to go in.
Right.
So if you can eliminate the turnovers and turn those into shots, shots turn into points. And so down 4, you got to be feeling really good.
Ashley Garner leading the Wasps here in the first half with 9 points. Looking like, I'm thinking Katy Perry with 2 3-pointers, 6 points. That's exactly what they're looking for Perry.
Yeah, if she can give you 2 threes a half.
Yeah. For sure of that.
Because you've got Healy, you got Cicely who could play out, you got the Gardner sisters that high-low action. Yeah, Katy Perry, if she can come in and knock a couple of threes a half, just spreads the floor, makes the defense play honest out, will open things up for everybody else.
For Maple Mountain, Rachel Messick leads with 6 points. Ashlyn Lanehart with 5. And Janie Tanner hit a 3 also for the Golden Eagles. So once again, halftime score, Wasatch 20, the Golden Eagles of Maple Mountain 16s. And we'll go ahead and thank you once again for joining us on Sting TV, and we're going to let you watch the drill team. Now this is cheerleaders, and we'll let you watch them, and we'll be back in just a little bit with the second half. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV.
Come on in here if you want to get more center. We'll get out of the way.
I'm totally fine, thank you.
Got her all warmed up for you.
I do.
Ready for it.
Okay. Might as well since you're offering.
We'd like to welcome for your basketball team, Wasatch High cheerleaders.
You do it. It's not me.
Next time. They just want to take her to
Well, you have to come over if you want to get more in the center and walk.
She has such a beautiful. I need to get Lizzie. She can say she wants to transfer. his business is growing. He's brought in other guys.
Now I'd like to call your attention just back from watching the Super Bowl. We've got Wasatch Drumline.
And we welcome you back here to Sting TV. This is Wasatch Wasp basketball. Girls of Wasatch with a 20-16 lead as we begin the third quarter here and possession. And there's a pass down low to Kenna Garner.
Yep. That is their bread and butter play right there. Throw it to the wing. Actually, I shouldn't say secrets, right? Coach Hull will get mad at me, but I think it's pretty well known at this point.
Maple able to handle the pressure of the full court press once again. There's another drive by Maple, by Shaylee Brown. Looked good, but just off the mark, and Ashley Garner comes down with a rebound.
Yeah, I like that take by her.
Yeah.
Answer it with a quick strike right back on your own, just off the mark.
Pass down low to Kenna Garner once again, this time no good. Kenna looked like she got a little under the basket.
Yeah, if she can go straight up, straight down on that, she's got that. But I love that high-low action. I wish they would do that more.
Right. Foul's going to be charged on the shot. That's Kaylee Tracy once again with the great baseline drive. She will shoot 2. Foul looks like it will be charged to Kenna Garner. That's her second. Tracy hits the first. Corey, we got it's a big day in sports here for Wasatch. Besides the girls' game here now and the boys' game later, state swimming started today at BYU. And, of course, state wrestling. We have some wrestling results for you. We're working on some swimming results. Philly's going to come up, take the 10-footer just off the back iron, no good. And that, again, wide open. Another great look by Philly, the freshman. Maple, and there's a drive down the middle, almost. Just a little bit of pressure from Ashley Garner. Made that shot go off just a little bit by Kaylee Tracy. Jump ball is going to be called. Maple will keep possession. And the pass down low, this time to Tanner. There's a three-point attempt way out there. Good. Ashlyn Lanehart, the freshman. That was a college three-pointer. And just like that, the lead is down to 1. Wasatch kicking it around. There's a three-point attempt by the freshman Philly. No good. And rebound ripped down. Sorry. We had a little catastrophe here on the with the crew. So Messick on that play was fouled on the shot. She will shoot 2. And it looked like the foul is going to be charged to Philly Leava'a. Philly's going to come off. Second free throw good. Messick, 8 points. And again, Maple coming from behind to take the lead. Three-pointer by Katy Perry. Good. And the scoreboard definitely got that wrong. It should be 25-23. The scoreboard at the table definitely gave that to the wrong side. So we'll keep an eye on that. But the score should be Wasatch 25, Maple 23. Here's another three-pointer by Tanner. Nothing but net. Jamie Tanner.
Surprised nobody's caught that. Now there's the coach, Kev. You should always have an assistant assigned to the clock.
That's Tanner. 6 points for Tanner on 2 three-pointers that she has. Again, the score is wrong. That shot no good by Ashley Garner. Wasatch should be
25-26.
Should be 25-26. And that is going to be called the jump ball. Wasatch will get in there finally. on the board is the correct score. So the three-pointer by Tanner gave Maple another lead, 26-25. So the jump ball will allow Wasatch the possession. This is right now a 10-3 run. Shot no good. And another ripped down rebound by Tanner. It is a 10-3 run for the Golden Eagles. Little turnover there by the Golden Eagles. I believe that's only their first of the second half here. Maybe it's the second. But in either case, Wasatch will take over. Wasatch scoring first here in the third quarter. But since then, it's a 10-3. There's freshman Philly Liava'a with a little 10-foot jumper. And they're going to call a timeout. That's Wasatch will call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So maybe during this timeout, we might show our sponsors, but we can also give you an update on the wrestlers. So the Wasatch wrestling team, first we'll give you a rundown on the information that we have for the girls. The girls do have one of this is the first year of wrestling for Wasatch. Reagan Haywood, that's a familiar name in the wrestling ranks.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all, right?
Reagan Haywood won both her matches today. She is in the semifinals of the 125 division. That is spectacular for first year. Maisie Blazer.
As a sophomore, yeah.
She's a sophomore?
Yeah.
Maisie Blazer won a match and then lost a couple. Maribel Brown in the 110 division also went 1-1. Maddie Carlson, 1-1. Amberly Howe, 1-1. Lainey Bonner went 1-1. So some great success on first-year girls for the wrestling state championships. And that's all the information we have. There may be an update a little bit more down the line. We'll give you the boys at the next timeout. The boys are doing spectacular. They have what we can see is 6 guys, 6 in the semifinals of the state wrestling. So that's big numbers for the boys. So
yeah, I think most teams in the state would be so pleased to have 6 in the semis.
That's for sure.
But for Wasatch, of course, they're always they want every person in the semis.
Wasatch seeming to turn up the intensity a little bit on defense, and it causes another turnover. There's going to be a foul charge to Maple Mountain.
Yeah, Maple Mountain just hanging in there. And and the longer that they can stay in this game like this and keep it this close, it stays in their favor.
Yeah.
Of squeaking out an upset here on the road.
The foul, I believe that foul was given to number 2, Shaylee Brown, or maybe it was Rachel Messick. Shot no good. Ashley Garner, the offensive board, just can't find
she's had so many of those tonight.
Katie Perry's going to take another three-pointer. No, but Ashley Garner, once again, offensive board. She's going to spin around, take another shot. No good. And Janie Tanner, once again. No, I take that back. That's Kylie Gauze in there now, a junior. And Gauze is going to get that ball down low. She's going to do a spin move, no good.
Yeah, not afraid to try to go over
right over Ashley Gardner. So Wasatch comes down with a rebound, and here they come. Nursing a 1-point lead, 27-26. Three-pointer no good by Katie Perry.
That was a
Wasatch
shot.
Getting some good shots, but Corey, they're one and done on several possessions here second half.
You can get that shot anytime you want. I would love to see them go with the 2 Garners in, go to that high-low action.
Messick with the shot, no good. And going to be another jump ball, so it will remain with Maple Mountain. I want to say that shot by Rachel Messick was actually deflected. I'm going to say it was. It looked like, I don't know if we have the replay on that, but it looked like it was deflected. but then there was a battle for the rebound. So I've just been impressed with Maple's rebounding in this game against a really tall Wasatch team. Here's another three-pointer. That time no good. It's saved almost by Brown.
That was close. Very heads up.
Three-pointer by Lanehart. Again, wide open. Boy, she is not afraid to shoot the three for a freshman. That is impressive. Here comes Wasatch. No score for the last minute and a half for either team. Cicely Clark's going to spin around. Kenna Garner's going to take that three-pointer. Good. Kenna Garner. And there's a steal that's Liz Houston. And Wasatch with another opportunity here.
Yeah, you're just hoping, if you're Wasatch, that you can get a couple of buckets like that together and steal here and there and just...
Katy Perry!
There you go. There you go. Create some separation and just go on some confidence here.
Back-to-back three-pointers, and Maple Mountain is going to call a timeout.
Well-timed timeout if you're Maple Mountain. Stop that momentum from going. Stop the bleeding. Wasatch, back-to-back.
There's the Kenna Garner three-pointer on the replay. And then in between that, the really key play was Liz Houston coming up with the steal. And then the second three-pointer by Katy Perry. Katy Perry now three-pointers.
Yeah, those three seniors
on the night. Yeah,
teaming up
that's big.
In a trio to create some separation in 33-26 here.
Yeah, just like that. Wasatch on their own 9-0 run. Oh, that's a 8-0 run. And so the lead, 33-26. Well, let's this hot timeout. We talk about the wrestlers. This is the boys wrestlers at the state tournament. In the 106 division, Gage Anderson in the semifinals. In the 113 is Ryder Christensen, also in the semifinals. In the 126 is Ben Kohler in the semifinals. 132,
Austin Kelly.
And they call him Audie Kelly in the semis.
He's had a great year this year.
In the 138 is Ryder Robinson in the semis. In the 150 is Henry Hansen in the semis. And I believe in 285 is Austin McNaughton in the semis. That means those wrestlers won 2 matches today. So best of luck continued luck to the Wasps in this 2023 state tournament down at UVU. That is a lot of guys, Corey, in the semifinals.
That's a lot of names you're reading off, all in the semis.
And that's a lot of team points. Maple Mountain's going to drive. That's Messick. Gets her own rebound. Three-pointer, no good. Maple absolutely dominating the board, and that is just shocking. Not often is that this Wasatch team out-rebounded so much. Another offensive board.
And it's just out-hustled.
Yes, right now, Maple doing everything they can. There was one three-pointer by Kaylee Tracy. There was another one by Messick. And there's a steal. Liz Houston almost got that steal, but Maple retains.
Oh, that is...
And that's going to be a foul charged, it looks like.
That is very, very
Katy
soft.
Perry. Not many fouls called here in this third quarter. That's only the fourth overall foul to combined teams. That's going to send Katy Perry, however, to the bench with 2 fouls. I'd say neither team with any type of foul trouble at this stage. Just impressive, these young players from Maple. And there's a steal by Ashley Garner. And Garner's got it all the way to the hoop and makes the coast-to-coast layup. Garner now with 11 points to lead all scorers.
Yeah, we're seeing the seniors start to just take over. Like I said, nerves are gone, settling into this game, and now they're just taking over.
Another deflected ball. I want to say that time that was Katy Perry. There's Garner, the junior coming down. You know, she's got height, but boy, she is athletic. Outran those 2 guards to go coast to coast.
I almost thought one thing she could work on is sometimes she gets so hurried into it and so anxious almost. And I almost thought she was going to overrun that layup.
But
just enough touch on the ball.
there was a near steal that time by Philly Liava'a. Philly Liava'a. There's a three-point wide open. Three-pointer, no good. This time Katy Perry's going to get the rebound. Oh, and they call a quick jump ball. Wow.
And that's just hustling. That's just effort hustling after the ball.
Which is what you get from Katy Perry every time. So the jump ball will go possession to Wasatch, nursing a 9-point lead. 35 seconds left. Philly's going to take a 5-footer. Good! Philly Liava'a. Liava'a now with 5 points. And right now, Maple just having trouble getting it across midcourt. They barely do. And the layup is good by Rachel Messick. 15 seconds. I'm having a hard time understanding how that wasn't a 10-second call.
Me too. I was looking at the clock, watching them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Down to 5 seconds. Philly's going to take the three-pointer. Go! Oh! At the buzzer, Philly Liava'a with the 5 points. Final 5 points for the Wasps here in the end of the third quarter. Here's that wide open.
Yep.
Look.
You play off her and she'll make you pay.
I have not seen her do that. She's done that twice tonight, meaning the shot. That one she made, but.
And wow. I love it. If you're a shooter, especially that, and I love the competitiveness that she brings, aside from all the talent, the things that she's able to do, the competitiveness that she has in her, coming down, knowing the clock is short, your defensive players playing off you 5 feet, make her pay. Pull up and just put it in her eye.
Wow. A display of three-point shooting by the Wasps there. That was a 20-point quarter for Wasatch in the third quarter.
And a 15-0 run? Is that?
Well, there was a basket there by Maple, so you're talking about a 12-2 run, basically, I think is what we're.
I think it was 26-25 at one point.
20, okay. Yeah.
Which would put it, that is how you close out a quarter, right?
That is.
When you're trying to create some separation and get a gap, put this game away.
So you're talking about 3 3-pointers, one by Kenna Garner, one by Katy Perry, and then the one there at the end by Philly. That hurts. So, Corey, here's the question. What does Wasatch need to do right now to secure this game in the fourth quarter?
More of that, right? Keep the defense. You want to limit them on possession. Don't let them any second chances. Contest the shots, which they've been doing very well at. But they've been giving up too many second chances.
Right there, almost
there, right?
That's Amelia Brown going to get the rebound.
And then just take care of the ball. Don't turn it over and give it back to them. And off to the races, because now they're going to try to create. They're going to put a little extra pressure. They're going to take gambles that they wouldn't. And if you just take care of the ball and look to strike out of that, you're fine. You'll be sitting all right here at the end.
Amelia Brown into the game with that big rebound. Brown, one of the seniors. Katy Perry's going to take another three-pointer in and out. And the rebound's going to go to Ashley Garner, but it's going to be thrown in. And here comes Maple Mountain quickly down the floor. That's Kaylee Tracy.
And you want to try to control the pace. This is what Maple wants. They want an up-tempo because they want to get shots now. Close that gap down to 10. They can get a couple more. So just control the pace and the tempo. Play your game.
On the floor for Wasatch. Liava'a gets it down to Amelia Brown. No good on the shot. The rebound is brought down by Jeannie Tanner. And boy, an opportunity missed right there. It was a great pass and well played. But boy, just could not find the hole. That's driving Olivia Gauze. Olivia Gauze has not been in the game that we've seen a whole lot. She's one of the seniors. Right there looked very, very confident driving.
Great step getting around Amelia Brown like that.
So,
as we see our student body starting to fill in on a blackout night.
This is Olivia Gauze for the Golden Eagles at the line. Misses the first. Trying to see what replay that might have been, but we didn't get that.
I'm
Philly
not sure
Leava'a
about replays tonight.
and Amelia Brown will come out of the game. Cicely Clark and Reagan Price and Liz Houston are the guards. That time, Gauze hits the second. So the lead was 12. It's now down to 9. 6:45 left here in this game. And that's the
These are the
first.
things you want to. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, taking care of the ball. You can't give them extra possessions like this.
I'm going to say that what I remember, that's the first travel call full game that I've seen. Shot no good. Ashley Garner comes down with it. That shot was by Katie Tracy. Tracy is extremely aggressive. She's the other senior.
Great composure, though, on that defensive stop by Kenna Brown.
Cicely Clark's little shot off the mark. Sorry, Corey.
But Kenna Gardner in the paint, on the block, standing, getting as big as she can, and not reaching for it. It's an easy one to reach. You want to stop it. But so heads up, just wall up, make her shoot over the top, make her take a bad shot, then just secure the rebound.
Just like that, a travel call after none the whole game.
Yeah.
One on each team there in the last 30 seconds.
And haven't seen a 3-second call come back since the first.
Reagan Price has the ball knocked out of her hands, back into her hands. Cicely Clark's going to drive, a little 6-foot shot, no good.
All of her shots have just been a little short. She's been great with the ball and getting a step, which is good to see on her ankle.
Yeah.
She's getting that step on people. The ball's just a little short.
Able to drive the lane really well. And so the full court pressure not causing much. Until I say that, almost knocked away by Clark. Gauze is going to get it out to Tracy. 3-pointer, no good, but another offensive board by Rachel Messick, and she puts it back.
Messick's so good at creating. Whether it's on a putback or whether it's driving, she's really good at creating shots for her.
It's now a 7-0 run by Maple Mountain. This has been a game of runs. It's now a 7-point lead.
Yeah, it's going to turn into a lot of just game management at this point. With about 5 minutes to go in the game, you're nursing a 7-point lead, which was
12.
12.
So that foul is charged to Maple Mountain. Ashley Garner back in the game. Katie Perry on the floor. Kenna Garner on the floor. Katie Perry is going to get slapped in the face. And no call. 3-point attempt, no good. And they're going to give Kenna Garner that position foul.
I think that's the makeup call right there, right?
Makeup on...
No.
Yeah,
I thought they were calling that the other... Oh, my goodness. So that's 2.
Yeah.
I think that was the one on Katie was just obvious to everyone in the gym.
Saw it slap her face. Katie's going to get revenge at this point. She's going to shoot and is fouled. I got to say, Maple did their job again rebounding after the shot on that previous play. Just completely dominated the position on Kenna Garner, and that's all she could do. So Katie Perry got the steal and got fouled on the shot. So she'll take 2. I think it's the first we've seen Katie at the line tonight. Wasatch hasn't had many free throws. That shot's off the back iron. And it should be. I was going to say, I thought she got fouled on the shot. So
the ref under the... There's some mental lapses here in the rest the last 30 seconds of this game.
Olivia Gauze will come out for the Golden Eagles. Perry hits the second. That's the first point for Wasatch in about almost 2. Shot clock, again, has not been an issue for either team.
How is this not 3 seconds? She's never left the key the whole time.
Rachel Messick with a little 7-footer.
And not to take away from that shot. It was a great-looking shot. But they went and stood in the middle of the paint and never left.
Philly Leava'a with the layup, no good. Again, a 1-and-out for Wasatch. 3-pointer, Maple, good. Ashlyn Lanehart.
That's going to make it interesting.
And just like that, a 3-point lead. The 12-point lead down to 3 in literally 2 minutes. And Maple Mountain absolutely is not going away. Ashley Garner again not hitting the shot. And again, the rebound to Maple. Dribbling down is Janie Tanner. Going to give it to Kaylee Tracy. She's going to shoot no good. This time it's Philly Leava'a. And it's off to the races.
Yeah,
but Philly will pull it back.
1-on-3. Advantage for Maple Mountain. Pull back, control the tempo. But I like this too. If they're not going to come get you.
Hannah Garner, the three-pointer by Philly was just off the mark. Hannah Garner that time really fought for position. And the foul was charged against Maple Mountain. I couldn't see who they said. And I still don't see on the board. So, but Wasatch is going to take a full timeout here.
And this is a good timeout. Like we talked about, from here on, 5 and under, it's all about time and game management.
Right.
And Coach Hull understands that, knows they're making a run. We have an opportunity. The play's kind of stopped. This is a great time to pull them in, get them back under control. Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
You still got the lead. There's nothing to panic about at this point.
You know, Corey, we've talked several times, and this is just kind of fun, you and I talking. But sports psychology is so interesting. You know, I'm not a basketball coach. I played the game, but in volleyball, there's this psychology of keeping a lead. And sometimes, things are clicking and you've got a big lead, and it is one of the hardest things, even harder than going on runs, is learning how to keep playing with a lead. How do you explain that? Like we just saw here, a 12-point lead now down to 3. But do teams let up? How's it work?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer. I don't know if you can.
I guess if we knew that.
Every situation, every game, every player, everything's different every time. To really nail it down to one thing.
Kenna Garner's going to take a three-pointer. Good! Kenna Garner, that's her second three-pointer of the night.
A little head shake after as she goes down the floor.
Boy, that looked like double dribble. But
she's playing very loose tonight, and I like it.
Maple driving quick. That's a block shot by Kenna Garner.
Take your pick. Both Garner sisters are putting a swat on.
That shot was by Kaylee Tracy. She drove fearlessly. And Kenna got the block shot. So Maple Messick right now the leading scorer. She's going to drive and she's going to get fouled. Messick has been spectacular for the Golden Eagles.
Just a poor closeout. She gives you a little head fake, gets you in the air. You always got to play her for the drive. She does so well creating for herself by attacking it. Close out on the floor and stay down.
It's Messick is now leading all scorers on both teams with 14 points. Ashley Garner. At this point, Ashley Garner with 11 and Katie Perry with 13. Messick hits the second. Lead is back to 5. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Houston gets it down to Kenna Garner. Again, Corey, beautifully run.
And I like what Coach Will's doing, keeping, you got 3 seniors on the floor, Katie Perry, Kenna Gardner, Liz Houston. Let them play their heart out, which they're doing. And I just love the looseness that Kenna's playing with, like competing, but having fun while she's doing it. You can just see it.
Garner completes the 3-point play. And it's a 9-point lead for Wasatch. And, oh, boy, the ball just could not stay in their hands, and it's knocked out of bounds. So Maple will get a fresh shot clock under their own basket. Kenna Garner, 13 points tonight. At least 3 block shots. And we'll have to see how the final stats go with that. There's a quick 3-pointer. Yeah, again, Rachel Messick with another rebound.
Didn't even turn to square. She's caught and fired.
Boy, Maple getting good looks and another offensive rebound.
And another opportunity.
Kick out. There's Messick. Her shot again blocked by Kenna Garner. Another three-pointer, no good. And another offensive board by Messick. Doesn't fall, and here comes Philly Leava'a with the rebound, and she's going to calm things down for Wasatch. Boy, that is a fortunate series for Wasatch because they had good looks. Kenna Garner with another three-pointer. Ashley Garner with the rebound and putback. She's going to get fouled, it looks like, by Janie Tanner. And that'll be her second. The only foul trouble at this point. Maple has Rachel Messick with 3 fouls. Ashley Garner misses the first.
Yeah, Messick plays so hard. Aggressive, both ends going.
Yeah.
It's
Garner hits the second. So right now Wasatch with 3 players with 13 points. Oh no, sorry, that'll be 12 points for Ashley. 13 for
very balanced.
Kenna.
I'd love to see that.
And 13 for Katy Perry. Wasatch playing a little higher. Does that look like out on the?
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure
higher,
out high on the guards. Hand up in the face.
The drive.
Just stay
that time by Janie Tanner. Blocked by Kenna, but they're going to give her the foul too. So definitely a little body there.
Make them use some clock every possession like that. Nothing easy that they're just going to fire away.
Right.
The clock is your friend at this point. Every second that goes by, just.
Janie Tanner will shoot 2, misses the first. And after this shot by Tanner, there's 1:39 left in the game. Tanner hits the second, so that makes it an 8-point lead for Wasatch with 1:39 left. Maple with their own full court pressure.
Yeah.
Wasatch handles it quickly.
Take a layup if you got it.
Liz Houston off the glass.
Off the window.
I believe that's Liz Houston's second bucket of the night, so that's 4 points for her.
Very well timed shot there.
That definitely puts a little pressure on Maple Mountain. There's a soft jumper by Tracy, no good, and the rebound to Ashley Garner.
Yeah, control the tempo and the pace.
2 freshmen right there battling. Leava'a and Lanehart. Ashley Garner's going to drive through. Garner with the bucket.
The sea parted and she took it.
Right down the middle of the lane. And, you know, we talked about her, yes, height, but, man, so athletic, quick. The acceleration on that was crazy. There's the block shot and foul by that. Oh, and there's the shot by Liz Houston. Just happy for Liz in that shot. She just worked so hard. And well, Maple Mountain's going to call the timeout. Maple down to 1 timeout left here in the game. Wasatch with 3.
Both teams will be shooting in the bonus from here on, so 12-point game, about 50 seconds left in the game. I mean,
what is Coach Green telling Maple? What are they going to do? They have to score and foul real quick? Is that the idea at this point?
Yeah, that's what they're going to have to do. And it could be a 2 or a 3. It doesn't matter at this point. You just want to get quick shots. Get them up and save the clock.
Maple's going to try to score quickly here. There's the pass, almost thrown away. But heavy pressure out on the perimeter.
Pressure coming out, just burning the clock. There's 12 seconds. It's so much an advantage to Wasatch at this point. You could, with possessions like this, you can almost just don't foul, let them shoot. Just don't put them to the free throw line.
Leava'a comes down with a rebound. These are players out on the floor right now for Maple that actually I haven't seen much. So you have Marissa Jackson out on the floor, Olivia Gauze, who we saw earlier, Cassie Crandall. I'm not sure we've seen her yet. She was on the floor. So maybe just guards, like you were saying, just quicker to get out there
Kind
on
of your foul
perimeter.
team,
Maybe
your defensive squad, getting them out.
So the timeout here, the 12-point lead by Wasatch and possession. Boy, you'd have to think at this point, Corey, this is a game that could be secured for Wasatch. But they won't play like it. They're going to play with urgency because we've seen crazier things, it seems like, this year.
And Coach Hull is going with her 4 seniors and Feely on the floor. And whatever she has drawn up, Kenna Gardner sure liked it. She was doing a happy dance at the timeout there when the play was drawn. So let's see. Giving the 4
Ball's
seniors an
thrown
opportunity.
in to Garner. They're not letting her shoot another three-pointer. 13 seconds left. This one is wrapped up for Wasatch. So this win will make Wasatch an even 5-5 in Region 9.
Yeah, I'll put them right in the mix. Other than Springville, jumping out there, they're just so good. They're on a different level. It's fun to watch those kind of teams come about, boys and girls. Just kind of separate themselves in their play. And Springville's fun to watch. If you haven't got to see them yet, but then the rest of the mix is pretty tight.
Yeah.
And then you got people on the bottom of the mix, balancing between.
Well,
oh boy, yeah.
That's actually, I was just pulling that up when you said that. Thank you. The Region 9, with this win, there's a potential, like you say, for a three-team tie again. Yeah. Although it depends on who plays who. I know that Provo actually plays Springville, so that would actually tie. Yeah, that was the scenario. So looking at the region, depending on who Spanish plays, which we have that here, Spanish Fork, according to that, looks like they've lost to Salem Hills. So that will make a 3-team tie right at the top under Springville. So 3 seconds left here in this game. Amelia Brown's going to come up with it, and she's going to get fouled. So score a stat there for the senior, an offensive board, and she's going to have free throws.
Yeah, if she can hit even one of these, that'll put all 4 seniors in the scorebook.
Absolutely impressed with Maple Mountain. Should be 2 fouls. Actually, just because it's the double bonus, so.
Not sure why they started the clock on that, but.
Yeah. But Coach Green not arguing.
Yeah.
And Brown hits the second.
She did it.
And so that will be a big win when needed for the Wasatch Wasps. The final score, Wasatch 54 and Maple Mountain 40. But boy, Maple Mountain made it very, very interesting with about 4 minutes left in the game. There's the Ashley Garner. We're seeing the replays. Ashley Garner coast to coast. Steal and bucket. Garner, that basket made her the leading scorer again. So Kenna Garner thinking, oh, come on, I wanted to lead the team for once. But big night from a couple of seniors. Kenna Garner, 14 points, and what we think is at least 3, maybe 4 block shots. And Katie Perry, 13 points, and we'll have to get final stats later. But so, Corey, this now will make what we believe to be hosting the first round of the state tournament, which according to what is on Utah High School website, it is next Tuesday night. We don't know a time yet. That's always to be determined. But
boy, and playoffs are fun.
I was looking at some of the rankings. Now, we can't go off of max preps, but they're going to be similar. But there's an interesting scenario. It looks like how Provo lost to Springville. That actually makes a scenario that might make them 19. There's a potential of the first round of Wasatch playing Provo. So I think it's the 13 plays 19, and they're both right in that round. That would be a really interesting game. Provo having won both contests this year.
And that's why you want to obviously win your games that you can and get that home court seed. Because, boy, when you get in, you don't know who you're going to hit.
Nope.
And you want to make sure you've got your crowd, your rims, your court, you're comfortable at home. So that could be a great matchup right there.
So, final thoughts. A big win for Wasatch. I'm going to say my player of the game, Corey, is I'm going to pick Katy Perry with her timely shots and tough defense. Perry had rebounds, steals, and three-pointers. I'm going to give her the player of the game for Wasatch, with a close second behind Kenna Garner.
And that's my pick.
And
I'm going with Kenna.
And that's very, very, very worthy. So, and we're going to give a lot of credit to Maple Mountain. Rachel Messick leading their team in points and leadership. And boy, I'll tell you what, Corey, that Maple Mountain team, I think, is going to be really tough over the next several years. Because that's a lot of young players.
And I just like that the effort that they bring every play. They might not beat you with talent, but they're definitely going to try to beat you with all the effort they do. And that's where they're making up their gap. And I like what Coach Green is doing with his team.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
And they played with confidence every possession, all the way down to the end.
Well, and it's just enough to, again, it's that funny sports psychology. Play with a lead, and the other is playing a team with a 1-8 record. I mean, you just think automatically the other team's going to lie down, and that just we've seen Maple Mountain teams be state champ qualifiers in this region just in the last few years. So we know what they're capable of doing. All right, well, that'll be it for us here at the girls' game. Corey Lang and the crew did a great job. We'll thank you once again for joining us on Sting TV. Final score, once again, the Wasatch Wasps on senior night with the big win, 54-40 over the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. We thank you for joining us here on Sting TV.